Rob and Slim Show.
Hey, what's up? It's Jay.
Jay McBride, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good. We're enjoying the spring weather. Spring has sprung.
Yeah, right? It's like 80 degrees up here. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really warm. What have you been up to, Jay?
Not too much. Am I on now, or is this...
Yes, we're on live with Transgender Comedian Jaye McBride.
Nice. Wasn't sure. Yeah, well, it's awesome to be back here, because after the first time, I got laid so much for my appearance on your podcast.
Ooh, that's...
Seriously.
Is that good or bad?
Like Dick City. It was like Dick City.
Was it Pete? Was it our intern? Because he's really into...
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Well, I don't know. I couldn't. It may have been he was wearing a leather mask, so I couldn't really tell.
Was he yelling, "Are you horny, baby?"
I got from the last appearance.
Put me into this.
Pete.
Not this one.
Are you guys dating?
What?
I hope.
All I'm saying is, if you look at pictures of Bailey J, that's like a gateway drug. Like that's how you start going down that path.
Are you fucking Anthony Cumia? Have you heard that? That
What's
rumor.
That?
Anthony Cumia is supposedly been with a transgendered. What's Sue Lightning?
Well,
Sue Lightning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know that is. Well, Jim Norton too. I mean,
he loves him. He openly loves him. But
of course they do. Of course they do. They come running for it. They just want something to hold on to when they have sex.
Yeah, Jimmy does love Bailey J, like you mentioned. Have you ever, are you doing comedy, have you ever come across him? I know you said, I think you performed with Bob Kelly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I worked with Jim Norton November, I think.
Has he had you on his show? He does his own show, I think.
I think he does like an advice show.
He has his show with Opie. You know, it's Opie and the Anthony.
Yeah, he does that, but I think he has an advice show, like Slim just said. He had, at least when I used to listen to XM, he had been doing an advice show for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't really get a chance to talk to him too much. So like he was there, like Club Soda Kenny, his manager, was there. So I talked to him a little bit. We had like lunch at one day, but
Clubby's a goon. He's a real goon. He's a nice guy.
It's like, did you see his Chip Shepperson cartoons?
Oh, yes! I posted that a few months ago.
Paul.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, he released a couple of them, and that Club Soda Kenny, it's that monotone voice. That's how he talks all the time.
I remember one time I went to see Jim Brewer perform, and everybody was making a big deal that Club Soda Kenny was in the crowd. That was between, I don't know if you know, he used to be a police officer, and he got fired because he was doing stand-up. And it was while, like, he was in between work, like, somebody in the force was looking to fuck him over, and brought that to the police force or something, and that he was doing stand up, and they fired him for like what's that? A difference of, I don't know.
A difference of opinion,
something like that. Yeah, like you can't do anything else if you're a cop, type of thing. Like
that's really,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I also heard he was like really vulgar too. I heard he's
like
crazy vulgar too.
But then Opie hired him not too long later as security and all, so. It worked out for the guy.
Yeah, no, he's actually, as a tour manager, he's awesome at it. Like everything, he's like, he makes sure everything's set. He calls like several times, like, all right, we need this, and this. And it's really, like, he's really on top of it.
Are you a top or a bottom, Jay?
Well, is that a proposal?
No. Pete?
no.
I mean, no, I'm, Yeah, I don't know. I've never topped with a guy, ever. But I could be persuaded.
Slim?
Dude, come on.
I
don't know, for a midget, maybe, if there were a midget involved.
Jay, your site needs a bio, too. I went on today. And you have all the links, Twitter, Facebook, but you need, like, a bio on there. And, like, videos.
On my homepage?
On your website. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty lame right now. Although it's a good picture, right?
Yeah. Yes. Definitely. What is it hard to do? Do you do that all yourself, or do you have somebody that does it for you?
Actually, I had someone do this one for me. So that, yeah. But it sounds like I would like to have something more interactive. I'd like to be able to put my schedule up there. I'd like to have a bio, all that stuff. But yeah.
Nice. What have you been performing a lot since we last talked to you?
I have. I've been quite a bit. I also have. There's this festival in Michigan, the LGBT Comedy Festival, that I'm doing this weekend. And I thought, if there were any podcasts anywhere that had fans in Michigan that were like the LGBT comedy, I figured you guys.
We're huge in Michigan, I think. Didn't we just trash talk
really?
Michigan?
Probably.
I think so.
We had a Michigan guy on Trash Talking Michigan.
Did we? I don't even remember.
So, yeah.
Bidwell? Is he from Michigan?
I think that was him.
Yeah, Jay Bidwell. He's from out there, too.
Oh, really?
He's an
cool.
actor and a comedian and a podcast. I think he had a kidney stone. He pissed out kidney stones in the middle of a McDonald's parking lot.
He picked out what?
Kidney stones.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. That's badass.
Yeah.
Is he single?
I think so. Surprisingly.
Oh, and no. So I've been keeping busy. I have that going on, so they're flying me out tomorrow, and then I have the Great American Comedy Festival. I just got into that as I found out, which is cool. They have 20 comics that they invite, so that'll be pretty fun. Like Joe List on it, Mark Normand. Yeah, so it's that's cool. But yeah, I'm keeping busy.
Nice. What yeah, I was looking into. I know I messaged you a while back to see if you'd be interested in like a live comedy show we hosted, and the one place we went to had like a 2 plate of food minimum. It was weird. It was a weird like restaurant, like pizzeria.
Yeah, it was a
Food?
pizzeria.
I'm like,
2 plates of food
instead
you
of a
had to
drink
get.
minimum, like you could bring your own drinks.
And they were
but,
really shitty about it, too.
yeah. Oh, dude, they like
Really?
yes.
Oh man, that's 2 plates of food though. God, what are they like? It's like a home for bulimics or something.
The reason was because they didn't, I think you said already, they didn't have a liquor
They didn't have a
license.
liquor license, yeah. And then I called, oh, was it the Laugh Factory? And that dude never got back to me because I think his daughter was getting beat up by Anthony Cumia. So yeah, I'm still trying. I think Slim knows somebody that owns a bar, so he was gonna finagle them and trick them into letting us have this comedy tour.
It's a really, really scummy bar, though.
Oh, it's a shithole? It's a real dive? Oh,
Like a real dive bar.
I thought you were getting us in like a real place.
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
Right,
that
the
place
kind of
is a
place where-
shithole.
there used to be a bar in Albany that had like the men's room was just like the hole where the bathroom was the hole where the toilet used to be. That was it. That was where the guys would piss all the time. It was so the place is so nasty. I've done dive bars before.
This place is so bad that I mentioned it to somebody that I might be trying to do this, and they go, "Wait, that place is a real bar? I thought it was just a drug front."
They thought it was a fucking heroin front.
Yeah.
Can't it be both?
It should be.
Yeah, bars aren't that bad though. I mean, it depends. Like if you go to one of those bars that has like all the TVs on and shit like that, then it's kind of annoying. But
Yeah.
and
Like
there's one bar. Jeff the Drunk. I did a show with Jeff the Drunk at this bar in Albany. It was in like January, and so they saved money by not turning on the heat. There's like a foot of snow on the ground. It was like 40 degrees inside, and Jeff grabbed my ass twice before he found out. So I haven't worked in it since. I don't know. I can't explain it.
do you have a hard time dating, Jay?
Believe it or not, yes, I do. So it's weird. It's like because it's like 95% of guys are like totally turned off, and the other 5% are like way too turned on by it. You know, like Slim. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you tell them right up front, or like do you hide? Do you tuck it?
I sort of try and drop little hints. You know.
Are you planning on getting?
So like if we're at dinner, I'll say something like, "Have you ever tried? I can't believe it's not butter." You know, just to see how they say. You know, or. So, do you ever sword fight? You know, that sort of thing.
Are you getting it cut off, like removed, or? I'm
What's
just wondering. Are you getting the surgery, the wiener cut off surgery, where they like?
Well, that's the official name, but yeah.
The wiener chop.
I forget what it's called.
They call it the wiener chop up. You know, it's one of those things like probably at some point, but I don't know. I'm not in a hurry.
Can Pete have it?
Can I keep it in a jar?
Right, exactly. Like under my bed, under my pillow. It's fair you come by. Although it wouldn't be worth much. So, I don't know. No, and you know there is one for the what they call the surgery for the women who turn into men, right? The trans men. They call it an addictomy.
No, do they?
Really?
No.
We believed you there.
What do they get? What do you do in the other way? Like, because don't they flip the penis into a vagina?
Right.
But what do they do for women going to the other
really
way?
Not a lot, actually. They sort of like, it's sort of like the
Sew it up?
clit actually like grows quite a bit, and then it just sort of like becomes like almost like. Do you guys really want to hear this?
Do you, Pete?
Whatever. I don't care.
He's taking notes.
It's the only time he's ever taken notes on the show.
Right. He's sitting there masturbating the whole time. Like, tell me more.
They just stretch stuff out.
Yeah, you know, there's no gay, totally gay. No, I mean, there's not a lot they do there. They used to do like crazy stuff. They would take a muscle out of the forearm and turn that into this gigantic cock, and it was just so they have a huge scar in the arm, but then they would have it was like a foot long. It was like,
You're missing a chunk of your bicep.
That's freaking insane.
Wow.
No, I mean, like they gave these guys jackhammers, but it's like I don't know. I guess it wasn't really very useful, but I don't know.
I figured it was like hydraulic or something. Like it was just like a mechanical pencil.
Like that too. I don't know. I'm not. I know it seems like I probably spend my entire day researching this stuff, but.
Pete
no,
does.
Really, what's that?
Our buddy Pete does. He researches this extensively.
Right. Little paper dolls before and after.
Origami.
That'd be better. All he needs is a pair of scissors for that.
You know, some Japanese paper.
He gives himself paper cuts all over.
Covered with them.
His asshole, his penis, everything.
They look like scales. They're in that pattern.
Oh, shit. Jay, you're in Albany, right?
I am in Albany, upstate New York.
How's the comedy scene up there?
It's actually pretty good. I mean, like, one thing that's a little different than New York, and we're not as competitive, I don't think, here, so we'll help each other out a lot more. But there are two comedy clubs up here now. There's the Funny Bone and the Comedy Works, which has been here forever. And I get a ton of work at the Comedy Works, so I usually try and stay loyal to them. But
wow, cool.
Yeah, so there are two clubs up here now. So it's really, and there are a lot of bar shows, there's a lot of comic produced shows, there's theater, so it's really pretty good.
I didn't know if you traveled to the city a lot for work or if it was good up there. That's cool to hear. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, most weekends I actually get enough work up here. Like I don't remember. Like I usually am booked Thursday, Friday, Saturday up here, like through most of next month. I'd like to get to the city more during the week, but I also don't want to do the, like bringer shows and stuff like that, and do the $5 open mic. If I can get an open mic for free up here.
Yeah. Do they do it where you have to have like a certain amount of people like show up to see you, like? Cause...
Yeah, they call those bringer shows. So like a lot of places they'll be like, yeah, sure, we'll put you on stage as long as you bring 10 people, have them pay $20 a ticket, and it's a 2-drink minimum.
And the 2-drink, it's weird. It's a lot to commit to.
Yeah, and it's like $10 for like a Coors Light, shit like that. So it's just not worth it, I mean, I would rather just. I get enough work down there where if someone wants to see me, they go to a good show, that isn't like that. So.
That's cool.
Have you guys ever done comedy, or are you not really just like fans of it?
I've said it before. I used to want to, and I actually went to an open mic night. It wasn't the one I talked about earlier, but Jim Brewer was headlining, and it was at the Vinny's place, the Laugh Factory.
Right.
And I got there, I brought all the people with me, and the front desk, when we checked in, I was like, I'm here for the open mic night. And that was it. They were like, okay. So I just sat down in the crowd, and all the open micers were going, and then all of a sudden they announced Jim Brewer, the headliner, and I'm like, well, what about me? Like, I kept thinking I was up next, and we called the waiter or waitress over, and one of my buddies asked, what's going on, and they were like, well, he was supposed to be in a meeting before the show, and I was like, they never said anything about that, and when I got there, I signed in at the front table, and I said this was my first open mic. They didn't say anything about a meeting, and then so Vinny, the owner, comes over, and he's like, I'm so sorry. You can go after Jim, and I'm like, no, I can't follow that. I can't follow that. And he invited me back.
Jesus, right?
Yeah, he was very nice. So he said, I could come back to any open mic night over there and perform for free. And I just never did. I just never
Oh,
did.
really? Okay.
And Pete,
Was that in California?
No, that's I think Central Jersey, like
Oh, there's a Laugh Factory there. Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, and Pete wanted to do it. But we wanted to get him extremely drunk because when he's really drunk, he's like hilarious and borderline scary. And Slim was
Most
gonna.
guys are.
Yeah. Slim was going to, but I think that he just lost his. Like I lost my nerve. Like it was like
Yeah.
I would have at that moment, but then like I said, I'm not going after Jim. And Slim was planning to do it, but
I'm not really that passionate about comedy, which is stupid to say because I do a comedy podcast.
But it's different.
It's I've actually for the past couple of months been practicing sleight of hand, and I might eventually perform
like
that
tucking
in
or
the future. Yeah, like
taping?
tucking my like card magic, and I made
he can make
do
it
that at some
disappear,
point.
Jay. If you know what he's
is that
saying.
like a masturbation euphemism, something like that? Sleight of hand.
He
Yeah,
stretches
sleight
it
of hand
into
is,
different stuff, like the bat symbol and.
Right.
Wasn't there a guy? I
Hey,
think
you
we
wanna
had
see
a
my
guy.
Penis disappears.
Yeah, we actually spoke to a guy who told us that there is a thing
Puppetry of the penis, and it was I think it was like an off Broadway thing for a while, and the guys would stretch their ball bags into like stuff and like.
What?
Yes, that's right. I forget who told us about that, but yes, that's right.
They just
That is
sit
awesome.
on. Yeah.
But
those guys who like to lifted weights and stuff with their penis, they'll like wrap it around and then lift weights.
I was gonna say though, but
Okay.
like Slim said, it's different. It's different sitting here. You're more comfortable. You're
Yeah.
sitting with your friends. Just getting in front of a crowd is nerve wracking. Even we talked to last week. He's a major league pitcher and he's doing music now. And he said, I guess the guy that got him the gigs, like you used to pitch in front of, thousands of people. And he's like, yeah, but I wasn't singing, like, because now he's doing music and all. He's like, he said it. He's nervous.
When I used to do, when I used to be in a band, I used to get like fucking wasted every show we ever played.
Like, do you think it was
you
better?
wouldn't have
Like,
been able to do it sober?
that's what I was gonna ask.
I would have been a lot more nervous sober, I think.
yeah.
Like, but
It's easy to start. Like it starts out, you just like I'll have a drink, and all that. Then happen, it's just like by the time you go on stage and you're plastered, that
I've
makes
had
it worse.
8. I was gonna say maybe like 1 or 2 would unwind you, but I don't know about being wasted. Like, I think that would be hard. Do you drink before a show, like before performing,
No,
Jay, or?
Honestly, I don't even. It's not getting on stage that makes me nervous. It's like how I am like 3 minutes in. As long as I get that first big laugh, I'm okay. But so it's not so much like that I get nervous to go on stage, and I never really did. But just like it's more like that, like oh shit, am I gonna fuck this up? That sort of thing. That's what I get nervous about a little bit. But like going on stage and starting off, it's no problem. It's just how it goes from there. That's all.
Yeah.
If a joke does bomb, does it make the rest of the set harder to perform?
If what?
If one of your jokes does bomb, does it make the rest of your set harder to perform?
No, it happens all the time. No, it does. It does, because then you're just like, like every once in a while I'll try a new joke, and I'm pretty dark. So I remember I tried this one joke. I said, like, what did I say? My mom likes me doing comedy. She said my comedy career will be even more successful than my suicide attempts. And the second I did that, I actually heard someone gasp. I like heard it. So no, dead silence except for a gasp. And I was just like, ugh. And like it's tough to come back after that.
The guy we were just talking to, Alan, he's a comedian in Albuquerque, and I've seen a set of his where, one joke will be the audience is just groaning, and he's so great about it. Like he just goes on to the next one, and then they're laughing, but like he'll go back and forth. Like I like that.
Who's this? Jesselnick?
Alan Clark, we just talked to him before you, and he's a comedian out in Albuquerque. Yeah, he's a really funny dude. He's got a podcast, and he's a really cool dude. Shit, I forget what I was going to ask
dark
now.
stuff. If I could tell dark jokes only, I would love it. But it's so tough sometimes. Like
Do you ever
really
take a gig where you have to be like clean?
There are some. I don't think I've never done like a PG thing. At best, I do like a PG-13.
Yeah.
Mild R. But I mean, I really don't swear much. But the second you're trans to begin with, that's pretty much one of those topics that everyone assumes is an adult-only topic anyway. So I don't really get asked, believe it or not, to do a lot of that stuff.
Going back to
kids parties.
No kids parties.
Bar mitzvahs.
They say that.
Right. Yeah. Breath. I'll do a press. But keep going.
What were you gonna ask them?
No, I was just gonna say, going back to like the dark humor thing, like doing jokes about like suicide, like that's tough because a lot of people I think are actually afraid to laugh at it. Like they might think it's funny, and they're like, I don't know if I can laugh at that or not.
Yeah,
especially
or just,
in the climate that we're in today.
That's what I was gonna say. The way the world is moving, it's like they don't.
Right.
Am I gonna get my ass kicked if I laugh at this joke?
Yeah.
Well, also, I mean, I think they just assume I'm making fun of people who committed, who attempted suicide. I mean, that's not the case. I think a lot of people just hear it and they're just like, ugh, I can't laugh at that, and then it just. At that point when no one else is laughing, no one wants to be the first. So.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
So I'll be the first. I can't help it. Like
we laughed at a guy in a wheelchair while everybody.
A guy got drunk in a wheelchair at a show we went to see our friend Dave, and he got drunk and he fell out of the wheelchair, and we're laughing. And nobody else in the place. One other guy.
Everybody got really serious.
One other comedian was laughing with us, and I'm looking at Slim. I'm like, you better not stop laughing, motherfucker. This is funny, bro. And
I would stop laughing and just be like, you animal.
That was pretty fucking funny, though.
Dude, it was hilarious. But he ruined the fucking headliner's finale. Like
Who was that?
Like,
Angel Salazar.
Angel Salazar, yeah.
Yeah, he really did.
Oh my God, it was the finale, and he just.
I felt bad for Angel too because he's like still trying to continue his show, but
this guy in a wheelchair is trying to steal it.
Yeah, everybody was just so serious about somebody's like,
get us an EMT. Like, no, let me.
Why are you giving some sickly fucking a wheelchair alcohol anyway?
Right? Why'd you let him do that? Yeah.
He just wasn't handy capable of sitting alone.
He got. What did you say? He got drunk.
Capable of sitting up straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Rob had said that he got drunk and tried to walk.
No, Dave Hodge said that. Our friend Dave,
terrible.
because he had a friend in college that would do that. He was in a wheelchair, and when he got super drunk, he would try to walk. I think they would tell him, like, yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Try to walk. You can do it.
Amazing.
And I'm guessing you guys, being the gentlemen you were like, no, we should probably stop this before something bad happens.
Slim tried giving mouth to mouth or ass to mouth. Yeah. I don't know. It was
right.
Ass to mouth reoxygenation.
I tried giving a hand job. I thought that would.
It was a reach around and.
Right, we were very supportive right after we shaved his eyebrows.
Oh shit, Jay, we have to wrap this up. But thank you so much for talking to us. And where can everybody find you?
Oh no, thanks so much for having me. Pretty much all my links go through my website, just jaymcbride.com, JAYEMCBRIDE. On my Twitter, my Facebook, all that stuff, you can link right up there.
Awesome. And where's your show again? In Michigan?
It's in Detroit, Michigan on the 12th. It's the LGBT Comedy Festival once a year, and it's over 1,000 people, so it should be a fun time.
Awesome. Break a leg.
All right, well, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Have a good one.
Yeah, bye.
See ya.
All right, guys, we're taking a break, and we will be back.
Pete, we're trying for you, bro.
Yeah, what?
Oh, no.
Why are you always like, you get so nervous?
I know.
You don't have to be nervous. Be open about what you like.
All right, buddies, we will be right back.